We're going to try rationalizing the denominator when there's more than one piece in the denominator. So we have a radical of 3, and that's our irrational number. We need to get rid of it. Now, some of you may think, oh, why don't I just multiply by the square root of 3? Except when you go to distribute that, you end up with 6 root 3 minus 3. So you succeeded in getting rid of it here, but a new one has popped up in the first part. So in order to get rid of a radical in the denominator when it has a rational and irrational component, you need to multiply by the conjugate, which is why we learned all about those. So the conjugate of 6 minus the square root of 3 is 6 plus the square root of 3. So we're going to multiply by 6 plus the square root of 3 on the top and the bottom, because that is just a fancy version of 1. And again, multiplying by 1 doesn't change the problem. Now you can see that I have the same problem written twice, and it's because I'm going to do it 2 different ways. The first thing we need to do is clean up the denominator. And if you remember, if we multiply this is the same thing as when you have x minus 6 times x plus 6. When you multiply this out, you would get x squared plus 6x minus 6x, and then finally a minus 36. It produces something called a difference of 2 squares, but the main part of it is it cancels out the 2 middle terms. So all that you're really doing is multiplying your first terms together and then multiplying the last terms together, which is what we are going to do with the conjugates we have created. So we start by multiplying the first, which is 6 times 6, and we're going to get 36. Then when we multiply the last part, negative root 3 times a positive root 3, well, that's the same thing as saying the square root of 9, which is just going to be 3. So we're going to get that this is 36 minus 3, which is going to lead us to 33. So we have successfully rationalized the denominator. We got rid of the irrational gross square root. So we end up with 11 times 6 root 3, 6 plus the square root of 3, all over 33. Now, I leave it like that. I do not actually distribute because for me, it's easier to do the final canceling. Now, I can look at this. These two have no addition or subtraction that they have to worry about, and we can just cancel. 11 goes into 11 once, 11 goes into 33 3 times, and we are going to get 6 plus the square root of 3 all over 3. And if you remember, you cannot cancel, and if you can't cancel it from both parts, you leave it alone. Now, if we did it the other way, just so you can see how that plays out, what you're going to do is you're going to multiply this out. So you would get 66 plus 11 root 3 all over, if you remember, we got 33 on the bottom. That hasn't changed. So in order to cancel this, you need to cancel the, so when you do this, we don't separate this in math, but what you're really doing is 66 over 33 plus 11 root 3 over 33. You can't just cancel in one of these spots. You have to cancel it in both. So a factor of all 3 parts will be 11. So I can take an 11 out of this, and I would get a 6. I can take an 11 out of this, and I would get a 1. And I can take an 11 out of the bottom, and I would get a 3. And my final answer will match the other one. It will be 6 plus 1 root 3 all over 3. Okay, let's do one more really short example. So let's do one more short example, just to make sure everybody knows what they're up to. We need to multiply by the conjugate, so take a second and write that out. It's going to be 9 plus the square root of 6. Oh, and we have to multiply by 9 plus the square root of 6 on top. Again, on the top, I do not distribute. I'm just going to write it as 10 times 9 plus the square root of 6. But on the bottom, let's see if we can get this done correctly. We're going to do 9 times 9, which is 81. And then we multiply the last terms. Negative root 6 times root 6. So you're going to get minus this, which is going to end up being just an ordinary 6. 81 minus 6 is 75. So now what I do is I look and say, well, what do these two numbers have in common? Can I factor something out? And 5 is a common factor of both. So rather than factoring it out, we're going to cancel it. We're going to say 5 goes into 10 twice. 5 goes into 75 15 times. And our answer is 2 times 9 plus the square root of 6 all over 15. No terrible radicals in the denominator. For those of you who like to distribute it, you're welcome to do that now. You could also write 18 plus 2 root 6 all over 15.